Hello everybody, my name is Necroxis. Today we're taking a look at the Fate of Xe'ra cinematic that just came out today for patch 7.3. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I don't have much more to say. This is the cinematic we get when you rescue Xe'ra's core from, or her main body from the Zenadar, which happens fairly early on in the questing process, and you get this cinematic where she supposedly dies. So here we go. We're going to take a look at it in 3, 2, 1, go. I mean, we know what's going to happen. This animation is like really good for her reforming. I like it a lot.
We are blessed to be in your presence once more, Xe'ra.
Turalian, you have found the Chosen One. Illidan, from birth, the light in your eyes held such promise for the future.
Oh my god.
I sacrificed that birthright long ago.
Do you not wish to reclaim what was lost? To be whole again?
The Legion's end is all I seek.
My child, you've given so much for so little. Your true potential, your redemption, lies before you. Let go of your shattered form and embrace the light's power.
I've traded my freedom for power before.
The prophecy must be fulfilled. Your old life has passed. The light will forge you a new one.
Wow.
It is not yours to take.
The light will heal your scars.
I am my scars.
The light is your destiny.
This is
My destiny is my own.
Xe'ra's pretty damn evil in this cinematic, as a lot of us theorized.
You've doomed us all, betrayer! Your faith has blinded you. There can be no chosen one. Only we can save ourselves.
That was interesting. I almost feel like that was Blizzard winking at us, who almost unanimously were like, we hate this Chosen One storyline. At least those of us who pay attention to the story. And reneging on that, but doing so, that makes me hate Illidan even more. Like, everything they do with him, they just make him seem like such like a tryhard, and I've known all along what the real truth is. And it's like, bitch, the only reason you're like this is because they decided 12, 13, 14, 15 years after they built your whole story to change it. So, it's interesting. I think I like how they presented Xe'ra, like, at the end there, as just, like, almost evil, like, flat out evil. Like, I'm just gonna transform you no matter what you say. I think that's curious compared to literally everything else we've ever seen or read or heard about the light, which is you are empowered by it as long as you willingly believe. And even if you yourself are evil, like the Scarlet Crusade or Arthas was at the end, before becoming a Death Knight, you could still use the light. It's based on your personal convictions, where this time it's like, I have my own agenda as the light. Although, I probably would say there is a distinction to make between the light and Xe'ra, and even Xe'ra and the other Naaru, who don't seem to be as, I don't want to say like fanatical, but as, I guess, fanatically insistent to follow their own agenda. Like before, the Naaru have always just kind of been like, yo, we're cool, we're here, we're pure, we're lawful good, we're just going to help you out if you need it, but we're not going to make you do whatever we want. You could, we'll help you, but it's up to you. Now Xe'ra's like, do this. So I almost feel like she is like her own weird, separate, tangential, fanatical bent on the light and the Naaru, and not really representative of those concepts themselves. I don't know. It's interesting. I hope this isn't the direction they're taking with the light, because I would not like it, because I always like the idea that you get its power just from believing, and even if you were evil, you could still use it in your own twisted convictions. Whereas here, it seems like it's almost as a corrupting force like other magical energies, and the reason that the light was interesting because it wasn't that. Like, it definitely wasn't that. And I know some people might be like, yeah, but it shows that other energies are the same as everything else. And it's like, well, that makes it boring, though. Isn't it more interesting when each little thing is its own, like, weird, unique thing? Like, arcane energy can corrupt you, and then it eventually can lead to fel energy, and void energy is, like, the opposite of the light, and it, like, drives you crazy, and the light is kind of like this pure thing where even if you're evil, you can still kind of use it, but it doesn't, like, force itself on you. Like, isn't it more interesting that everything is different than everything is the same? That's always been my opinion on the topic. But I did like the cinematic. I have to see the repercussions of the hints of storyline things that they're dropping in there. Not necessarily for 7.3, but for, like, the overarching story in terms of, like, the light and the Naaru. Because once again, as of this moment, after seeing this, I'm considering Xe'ra in, like, her own little thing that's not really representative of the light or even the Naaru. Because that's kind of how she always was, even at the very beginning of Legion. She, like, was definitely directing, telling us, do this and go there. And the Naaru have only ever done that kind of one other time, and it was with Velen, and it was because he asked them to. Like, they didn't, like, find him and command him and force him to do it. He asked them for help, and then they helped. That distinction is important and should be made. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought about this in the comments below. But until then, stay awesome and stay tuned for some Sonic Mania finally coming tomorrow and later on in the week. So, thanks guys. I'll see you next time. Farewell.